$4, I got the Chick-fil-A. Dude, and I am ready to find some bets. So we have some promos. Like you can see, you know, I try to cover a lot of sports books in these streams. So Betr has a free square on Kyrie. But without further ado, you know, what book should we start out on? Should we find a fucking prize pick slip? Maybe we start out on prize picks. Why not? How's everyone doing? Happy Monday, dude. We got a fucking long week ahead. But anyways, let's get into it. Let's get going. Holy shit. Dude, so this is crazy. So WNBA lines, I don't think there's any WNBA today. Also, my WNBA picks have been, you know, complete trash. But regardless, they haven't been hitting as well as some of our as some of our other sports. But regardless, without further ado, let's get into some picks. So the first play we have, anyone have opinions on it? Let's start out on prize picks. Is Andrew Abbott over 4.5 Ks? What are we thinking? So it checks out from a value perspective, which is, you know, the goal. So again, the way that prize picks works, also there's been some good tennis value. So hopefully we can find some tennis. So Abbott, he's gone under, you know, 4 out of the past 4 games, but he's playing the Rockies. Like what you really want to look at is sportsbook odds. You know, everything's baked into the market and you can see all the books, you know, FanDuel, like you treat all these books as a data point, all these different betting markets. All the books have Abbott's over heavily favored. So this can be the first pick we go with. On prize picks, we take his over, we take his under. You know, you get the same payout. That's how prize picks works. You take his over, you take his under, you get the same payout. So we want to be on his over because that's what the market has heavily favored. Anyways, fuck, dude. I am just waking up. Yo, what's up, guys? Mbappe to Real Madrid. Yeah, I'm not a huge soccer guy, but apparently that's big news. Anyways, fuck, dude. So let's get this prize pick slip done. I'm going to build a 5 flex, but if you haven't already used it yet, because obviously, dude, this fucking break until the NBA Finals is brutal. But there's a free square on Jason Tatum, which is, you know, pretty nice. But without further ado, let's find some plays. Fuck, dude. I am literally just waking up. I need this fucking coffee bad. Oh, my God. So let's see what we have here, dude. First set total games. I've said this before, but sometimes these, like, more niche tennis markets, there's some decent value. So it's not under tennis. You don't want to look under tennis. It's a little confusing because at first I couldn't find this shit. But we have first set total games. So this is a tennis play. I don't give a fuck what I'm betting on if there's an edge. So if you look at this tennis match, again, like we want to make sure we're finding value. Obviously not as active of a market compared to like MLB strikeouts, not as many books posting lines. But you can see like all the books have this over, heavily favored, pretty tight market, you know, on Pinnacle, which is known to be a pretty sharp book. So maybe we roll with that as our second pick. Anyways, how do people feel about Andrew Abbott? He's facing the Rockies. You know, weather, lineups, all that shit's baked into the market. We also got to do this free square on Betr and some... But anyways, let's just get this fucking slip done. Abbott is going to cash us out. I've been saving my Tatum free square, waiting for the perfect play. Need underdog, sleeper, rebet, and Fliff. I got you, bro. We're going to do this shit. Anyways, what was I going to say? So let's go to the WNBA, where I'm trying to heat up. Dude, I've been getting screwed by the WNBA, but we have Brianna Stewart over 19.5 points. I mean, she also hasn't gone over recently, but she's a fucking beast. And again, like books are starting to drop, books are starting to drop WNBA lines for tomorrow. And sometimes when these books first drop odds, you can find the best discrepancies. So like if you look at FanDuel, Brianna Stewart, they're opening her line, you know, a point higher at 20.5 points. So even if you don't use FanDuel, that's an indication of value. And again, this tool, like, it just is going to point out value. But honestly, maybe we like points plus rebounds better. Points plus rebounds or points. I mean, you can kind of pick. She's gone, I don't know. But anyways, regardless, we got 4 picks. Shit, and there is some better value popping up. So let's just finish this prize pick slip and then let's move on. Dude, why? Anyways, I'm not going to bet on hockey. That shit's way too far away. Game's not until... You know, here we kind of have another one over 17.5 tennis. But anyways, we got 3 picks so far. 2 of them are for tomorrow. All over so far. And then let's just see what we have. How do people feel about fading Justin Verlander? We got 3 options. There's Verlander under 34.5 fantasy score. So let's take a look at this. Justin Verlander, and we'll do sleeper next. How do we feel about fading Justin Verlander? Or we could ride CJ Abrams. Who do we want to ride, bro? Would you rather ride CJ Abrams or Justin Verlander's under? So we have CJ Abrams over 7 fantasy score. Abrams. People like Abrams in the chat. So maybe we go with Abrams. We don't fade Justin Verlander. And how do we feel about Dela Cruz? He's had a fucking horrible month. But how do we feel about Dela Cruz over 9 fantasy score? Damn, he hasn't hit any of the past 5 games. Obviously, every game's been different. You know, he's been on a bit of a shit streak. But regardless, let's see, what do we want as our final pick, bro? What do we want? What do we want? So we got CJ Abrams over. Would we rather fade Corey Seager or fade Justin Verlander? Because I'm not going to ride Dela Cruz. So maybe what we'll do is, you know, maybe we'll fade Verlander. Anyone have a problem with this slip? We got Abbott over 4.5 Ks. We got a tennis play. We got a WNBA play. Brianna Stewart over 19.5 points. We got CJ Abrams fantasy score, and then we're fading Verlander. That can be our first slip. Light day. No fucking NBA for 3 more days, which is fucking beat. But regardless, you can see the Celtics are huge favorites, dude. They're huge favorites in game 1, minus 260. I think they're like minus 250 to win the series as well. But anyways, how do we feel about it? Abrams hasn't played the past 2 days due to diarrhea. Abbott seems too good to be true. Anyways, seems like people like it, so let's just get it going. Let's lock this in. And then let's move on to a new book. There was some value on Sleeper earlier. Anyways, I'm going to put the link in the chat for whoever wants to tail. Here's the play. Link me. Abrams hasn't played in the past 2 days due to diarrhea. I don't know if that's true, but regardless, here we go. Here's the link. Here's the link. Tail, this is a win. Let's fucking go. So we got our first play. Again, all the live stream plays, I just track them, and you know, there's a sheet in the description on YouTube. Should we already do this Betr promo, or should we just wait on it? Kyrie Irving over 0.5 point. Obviously, it's a free fucking win. Kyrie Irving. I'm not Jewish, but let's see, bro. Let's see if we can find any value on Betr, and if we can, so like, you know, they don't have Abbott's line available. Dude, why can't there be more sports today? But anyways, we got Abrams. Where are you? So where do they have Abbott's line? So they don't even have a strikeout line up for him, which is kind of annoying. But again, this is the first PrizePicks play. I put the link in the chat. I want to get over to Underdog. Oh, fuck, bro. So like Verlander too, I mean, you know, just kind of as another indication of value, you know, PrizePicks has his line at 34.5. PrizePicks and Underdog, it's basically calculated in the exact same way. It's like one minor difference. But basically, you're comparing apples to apples. They have Verlander's line at 33.5. So again, this is how it's going to go. CJ Abrams going to lead us off at 345, hit a fucking bomb. We're cooked, or we're good. Justin Verlander, we got to get shelled. Abbott, 5Ks, then I don't give a fuck. Then we'll have a tennis play, so I got to stay up late. And then we got WNBA tomorrow. Brianna Stewart, 20 points. Best player on the best team. But anyways, let's see here. So maybe we try to do this Betr slip, and if there's not enough value, I mean, we can call it a day. But again, whoa. But again, like, we'll be able to find something. So Tyler McGill... Any baseball people in the chat? Tyler McGill over 4.5 Ks. You can see PrizePicks has his line at 5. Betr has his line at 4.5. You know, these sports books work in basically the exact same way. You know, you take his over, you take his under, you get the same payout. OddsJam just scans the market. All the books have his over heavily favored. That's the play we want to be on. People are going to fucking hate me, but I'm going to lock in an NHL play. And also, build it if you want to. Like, some of these books bump things quickly, and I want to get over to Underdog quick. So we got 3 picks, but what we really need to do is we need to find a couple more. So just a little bit of value. I mean, what's annoying is you can't put players on the same team in the same slip. So, like, it would be awesome if we could pair Chris Bryant, Diaz over 1.5 bases, or Diaz over half of a run, Rogers over half of a run. All those plays are super fucking correlated, but we're not going to be able to do that. But you can see here, Chris Bryant, that play looks best. All the books have his over as like a minus 150 favorite. Minus 150, 1.5 to 1 betting favorite, 60% implied win probability. Again, they don't have a play up on Abbott. So maybe we lock that in. They need a fucking search button on the site, dude. I've been saying this for a while. They really need a search button, but they don't have one. So now we got 4 picks. And again, this is just like for the promo. So here's what I currently have cooking. Like, I'm not saying, you know, what am I saying? But anyways, so ideally we could find one more pick. 4-pick entry is minus 128 odds. So ideally we can find one more pick. So let's just see what we have. Or we could just fade Luka. Should we fucking fade Luka in game 1? What do we like? Grayson Rodriguez. I mean, this is kind of attractive. You guys like riding Grayson Rodriguez? Over 1.5 walks. Let's see, because I want to move on to Underdog. Maybe we just take it. Obviously, basically, whatever we bet, this fucking promo play is going to be profitable. But you can see here, like, Caesars is super aggressive on his over, minus 160. Bovada has his over heavily favored. I make sure every pick I give out, you know, has solid value. So this is going to be what I lock in for the Betr promo play. And again, like, we're going to have to wait a little, but I don't fucking like baseball, so I'm going to have to wait a little anyways because the NBA playoffs doesn't start till Thursday. Fuck. So let's just lock this in. And it's only a max of $5, which is a little annoying, but we've been cooking on Betr, so here's what we have. And then also, if you like any other picks for today, or if we find anything else, I mean, I'll keep it pulled up. Ideally, we can run a full entry for more than fucking $5. But anyways, I did want to show you guys something. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. So we have some sleeper value, and it's small, but we hit our last sleeper play, actually. So let's go here. Shit, bro. So let's go to sleeper. Again, you're going to want to move quick. Like, sleeper, they bump things fucking fast. So when you see value, you're going to want to lock it the fuck in. Anyways, FanDuel have any promos? What do you got for us today? MLB, same game parlay profit boost. So maybe we got to look for that. This is a lit fucking promo. Lit! And it's been around for like 5 years, but obviously it's not Tuesday. But anyways, so let's go here. So we have Mackenzie Gore, and I want to get rid of this play. I almost gave it out on Twitter, but I love you guys because they bump things quickly, and I decided, I should probably wait for the live stream. So let's go here, and all this is earned runs, okay? 2 earned run plays. This is what I'm hitting. Sleeper has pretty good max bet sizes, so if you want to tail it, please tail it now. But you can see Mackenzie Gore, it's a little confusing on Sleeper because they put their payout at, there we go. So I just locked it in. Hopefully, you know, you were able to get it in. But they have Mackenzie Gore. If you look at my phone screen, they don't have a fucking website you can bet through, but it says 2.03x on Mackenzie Gore over 2.5 earned runs. That just means plus 103 odds. I'm not sure why they put their shit in payout format, but they do. And regardless, that just means plus 103 odds. You know, 2.03 plus 103 odds. So this is going to be our sleeper play. And this is a 4.46x payout. So fucking juicy. Also, we hit the one on the stream that everyone gave me shit about. Oh, Chris Sale isn't giving up 2 earned runs. And then he proceeded to give up, what, 8? Yeah, this one. Chris Sale's not giving up 2 earned runs. He gave up 8. But anyways, we got our first sleeper play open for today. So we got Gore over 2.5 earned runs, and then Waldron over 2.5 earned runs. Solid value on both of them. How's everyone doing? And again, sorry if I've ignored you in the chat. You know, trying to give out a lot of bets on this stream. I missed it, gone. No way I went to submit it, it's gone. I am streaming on Twitch. By the way, if you're on YouTube, I stream to Twitch as well. I think YouTube has a bit more of a delay. I mean, maybe someone else can confirm that. I'm not 100% positive. But regardless, if you use FanDuel for these promos, like, you know, they have this little parlay profit boost, 30%, like 30%, that's a shit ton. Whatever you bet basically will be profitable. 30% is a lot just for, you know, the average juice is like 5, 6, 7%. So that means the average juice on a 3-leg parlay is roughly 20%, and you're getting a 30% boost. So obviously that's a pretty good promo. But typically what I do is just try to find, you know, a touch of value. So like maybe this dude to get a hit, Lewis, you know, whatever. Like, you know, again, I just make sure every pick I give out, first step to being a profitable bettor, am I getting value in the market relative to the peers? Because you have all these other data points, all these other betting markets posting lines. So like Bo Bichette, over 1.5 hits. Maybe you want to include that for your FanDuel promo. But regardless, let's see if we can do an underdog slip, because a lot of people are asking for underdog in the chat. So let's see what we have here. Let's see, dude. So let's go here. And let's see what is available. So let's see. Let's see. Sometimes there's some good, anyways. Sometimes there's some good, what was I going to call it? Luka under 2.5 first quarter assists. I mean, you know, DraftKings Sleeper has that under heavily favored. You don't have a ton of books already posting first quarter assist lines yet. I don't think FanDuel has first quarter assists up yet, do they? But let's see. You guys got Luka? No, so they don't have first quarter player props up yet. But regardless, if we look at Brianna Stewart, so PrizePicks already bumping shit. Classic PrizePicks, fucks. But what was I going to say? Is we could take this play on Brianna Stewart over 19.5 points. We could double down. Again, early line discrepancies, WNBA. Obviously, I don't want to take Verlander again because I'm already fading him. Should we fade Luka? I mean, it's kind of... it's kind of been... Why not? So we got Luka under 2.5 first quarter assists. How do we feel about that? Did he do PrizePicks yet? Yes, I did PrizePicks yet, but everything's getting bumped. So now Brianna Stewart's up at 20 on PrizePicks. A lot of the value goes away. You can still get 19.5 on Underdog if you want to. But regardless, here's the slip. If you were looking for the PrizePicks play, links in the chat. I always pick 4. Alex, who do you think is winning the NBA Finals, Luka or Tatum? I mean, I think the Celtics are winning, but I hope the Mavs win. I think everyone's hoping the Mavs win. Unless you're from Boston, I don't know why you'd root for the Celtics. Sleeper, bro. Dude, we already did Sleeper. We just did Sleeper. This is what we hit. No Luka fade, DraftKings, rebet. Damn, so people are asking for all sorts of books. But anyways, let me not get distracted, and let's see what we have here. Let's get rid of FanDuel for a sec. So, what we can do is we need a final pick that we can go with. So we have Brianna Stewart. Who else could we fade? Who else could we fade? Dude, pretty dry fucking day with no NBA. You know, I've said this before too. Like, a lot of times, you know, on Underdog, a lot of these books only post one-way markets. So, like, for Solar, Jorge, you know, you can see, like, FanDuel, they only give you as over at plus 110. You can't bet as under. But you can assume, like, if they have as over at plus 110, the over's the underdog, so the under's the favorite outcome. If they had the same juice as Caesars, it would be around minus 150. So maybe something like this. I mean, this is just a fucking 3-pick MLB, WNBA, NBA, 3-pick entry. And again, like, this is what I'm going to lock in. If you want to play it, play it. I try to give people time to bet it on these streams. Dude, fucking PrizePicks bumping everything. Fuck you, PrizePicks. But what I was going to say is PrizePicks, they only give you a 5x payout for 3-pick entries. Underdog is 6x. So, like, you know, you want to play 3-pick entries on Underdog. That's for sure. Lock it in if you want to lock it in. Lock it in if you want to lock it in. So, like, Abrams, we already got in. So, it's like, I don't want to play Abrams again. Dela Cruz, I mean, he'll get hot again at some point, but whatever. Like, we can skip that over for today. So hopefully you've had plenty of time to bet it. And let's see. Let's lock it in. I fucking hate underdogs sometimes, dude. They already bumped Luka first quarter assist. Bro, I fucking hate this sports book. Anyways, was anyone able to get it in? Waste of our time. Insane. But regardless, sorry if you weren't able to tail. I do my best to give people time to bet it, but they already bumped the Luka play, which honestly, like, you know, this play is no longer available. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Fliff, trying to tail. Need another. Luka's gone. Bro, it's such bullshit. It pisses me the fuck off. It's really annoying. But also, nobody likes people who complain a lot, so what we can do is we can try to find something else. I mean, it's just fucking annoying how books can do that. Fucking camp on my live stream and just bump that shit. Anyways, it's not like as much value. I would have preferred the Luka play. But let's take a look at this one. So we have Tariq under 37.5 FS. Do people like fading him? Where's that guy in the chat who told me Chris Sale? So PrizePicks has his line at 36.5. You know, again, this tool just points out a little bit of value. We could run this. He's also playing, you know, he's playing the Rangers. He's not playing a shit team. 37.5 is pretty high. What do we think? How do we like fading Tariq? My ears, LOL. I always get it in when riding Luka. I got the underdog play. Appreciate it. No problem. Stort gone. Are you fucking kidding me? So they already bumped Brianna Stort. Anyways, underdog sometimes is just incredible. Hopefully some people were able to tail it, but you can see they already bumped Brianna Stort, which is insane. Which is insane. You can see it's fucking grayed out. What are you guys doing? But anyways, that's just kind of how it is sometimes. Sometimes we're able to get in all the underdog value we want, and other times they're just on top of that shit. Fuck! Anyways, what were people saying? So what we could do is there anything else we want to hit on PrizePicks? Are there any other promos we should take advantage of? This underdog is bumping everything. Esports lines for tomorrow haven't been posted yet. So it's just kind of like, what else do we got? Is there anything else we want to hit? I mean, how do we feel about Matt Waldron over 4.5 strikeouts? I mean, some people want Fliff. You can see, like, lineup news, injuries, who knows why it's the case, but his over has just been absolutely getting ripped. A lot of times these line movements in the MLB, it's like, you know, anyways, I'm going to pull it up. But a lot of times it's just based on injuries, whatever, who's playing, who's not playing. Like, if he's facing a shittier lineup, he's more likely to get more strikeouts. Books will move the odds towards his over. The market will adjust. And you can see all these books, you know, kind of in parallel. Fliff is stale. All these books have ripped towards his over. Minus 170, minus 198. So minus 145 seems solid, but we need to get it in before they bump it. Granted, you know, they're nowhere near as bad as Underdog. Underdog's insane, man. So regardless, let's get in some Fliff value. Just a small play. Slower day. Slower day. So this is on Fliff. So what do we have so far? So we have 4 plays on this stream. We have the Betr promo play, which is only a max of $5. We have that on Fliff. We got Sleeper. And then we got a PrizePicks play, which is right here. So we need Waldron to ideally last a lot of innings and get 5Ks and give up 3 earned runs. So we're on his over on 2 different books. And again, ideally you use as many of these books as possible. Never know which books are going to have the good promos and which books are going to have the best value. So ideally you use them all. Anyways, is there anything else that we want to lock in, or should we call it a day? Is there anything on FanDuel? There's always good value on FanDuel and promos and stuff like that. So like, you know, again, FanDuel, they have this MLB profit boost. Maybe I'll find a play for it later. Connor McDavid over 1.5 points. Like, obviously it's not until Saturday, but FanDuel just posted lines. And I mean, the value's clear as day. Like, no other book is even offering this at plus money, and we're getting plus 116. So if you use FanDuel, I would lock that in ASAP. But regardless, I'm going to call it a day for now. We got in 4 plays. I'll be back on live later when there's